And coming up on State of Events, a deadly wildfire runs rapid through the North Bay, forcing residents to evacuate their homes.
11 people have lost their lives. Our breaking news coverage begins now.
And welcome to State of Events. I'm Gabby Gebhardt.
And I'm Tyler McKinney.
Sunny skies turned into fiery skies on Sunday evening in the North Bay area. A series of 5 brush fires broke out in Napa, Sonoma, Lake, and Mendocino counties. The worst fire continues to burn in the Santa Rosa area. More than 65,000 acres burned and dozens of homes were destroyed in the North Bay. Early Monday morning, Governor Jerry Brown declared a state of emergency for Napa, Sonoma, and Yuba counties. The aftermath of the fire could be smelt all the way into San Francisco. Doctors recommend staying indoors with the windows closed and avoid going outside and partaking in heavy exercise. And if you suffer from heart and lung conditions or cardiac issues, remaining indoors is the best. It is unknown at this time when the fires and flames will burn out, and over 150 people are still missing.
State of Events reporter Corinne Rivera is live in Larkfield where residents are dealing with the fire aftermath. Corinne?
So we're here in Larkfield on the corner of Old Redwood Highway and Airport Boulevard, where they have closed off the streets and the neighborhoods.
What's the update?
As of right now, they have evacuated the people that live in these neighborhoods. They evacuated them Sunday night in the early morning hours, and now they are all kind of gathering back here, wondering if they can go into their homes. They don't know what the situation is. The police aren't very sure on whether or not the fire is active. They're saying that there are gas leaks, and they want to make sure all of the gas leaks are contained before they let people inside their homes.
All right, and what is the evacuation situation like?
They're very upset and devastated. They don't know if their house is still standing. A lot of the people have medication that they weren't able to grab from their homes and now are trying to get back inside their houses to get their medication, but they're just not getting any answers. A woman we talked to said that she was calling the hotlines that they were providing and the lines were all busy. They can't get answers from anyone.
Are there any updates on when people can get back home?
No one is allowed back into their homes. There are people, one man said that his father-in-law was still inside their house and chose to stay when they ordered them to evacuate, and he doesn't know whether or not he'll be able to leave the premises now. But as of right now, they're not letting anyone back in except for officials and police officers.
Thank you for that, Corinne. And earlier she spoke to Larkfield evacuees about how they're coping with this situation.
I'm here in Larkville on the corner of Old Redwood Highway and Airport Boulevard, where the streets and the neighborhoods are closed off. They've been closed off since 1 a.m. on Sunday, and residents out here are wondering when they can get back into their homes. They don't know if the fire has spread there, and I'm here with Lisa. She was evacuated from her home, and she hasn't been back since the fire started. Can you tell us a little bit about what the situation is and how it's affected you?
So, well, we're fortunate that we have family that's further south, so we were able to go there, but we were evacuated. Phones went off and just said for us to get out, so we had to get our animals. My parents also live with us, and we weren't able to get their medication, so it's affecting us because we're not able to get to doctors in order to get my parents' medication. And at this point, we just want to know if our house is still there, and we can't get any information about if the house is still standing. And I'm looking around to see if I see any neighbors that I can recognize, and I don't recognize anybody. So it's devastating.
What are the police telling you?
They're giving us phone numbers to contact to get information, but a lot of those phone numbers are busy. We can't get through, so they don't really have any information for us. I mean, we're here live and we're trying to find out, are the homes over there still burning to the left of us, behind these apartments? If these apartments are still standing, we don't know about what's further back, and that's what we're trying to find out. And if only I could see a neighbor or, you know, somebody that might know more than we know. I want to, you know, bring some hope to my parents and our family that we still have a home. We're alive, you know, and that's the best thing.
The most important thing, of course, is safety of everyone and getting out in time and evacuating your animals and your family and elders and getting the medication that they really need is definitely important. So we're hoping that and we're hoping that the police and volunteers offer some assistance to these people that don't know really what to do or where to go. So live from Larkville, I'm Corinne Rivera, State of Events.
After a day of deadly fires in the North Bay, a 4.1 earthquake hit San Jose at 5:53 p.m. A smaller magnitude 1.5 earthquake was felt about an hour earlier. Residents as far away as San Francisco reported feeling the 4.1 quake. There is no initial word on damage or injury resulting from the jolt. The Oakland homeless crisis is finally being addressed. The Oakland City Council passed a measure to move people off the sidewalks and into city-owned encampments. $550,000 have been set aside for the project. The idea is that the city will buy 40 sheds and place them at city-sanctioned sites. The tough sheds will provide supervision, portable toilets, wash stations, and regular garbage pickup. Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf expects the project to clear the sidewalks and create a safe space for those in need.
And Governor Jerry Brown is turning the Golden State into a sanctuary. Brown signed Senate Bill 54, the California Values Act. This bill extends protection to immigrants without proper documentation to stay in California. 10 additional bills also passed to protect undocumented immigrants. Bill 54 restricts state and local agencies the chance to hold individuals in custody. Brown is certain the bill will provide a sense of calmness and security to families living in fear of possible deportation. SB 54 is directly aimed in resistance to President Trump's immigration status.
Thursday was an important day for recipients of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, otherwise known as DACA. Dreamers were required to file work permit renewal requests before October 5th. The requests are needed for Dreamers to work or attend school here in the U.S. Thousands of young people eligible for renewal did not submit their applications in time. Dreamers are continuing to push Congress to pass the DREAM Act. This would allow them to continue living in the U.S. in peace.
And President Trump and his administration enacted a regulation limiting the access women have to birth control. What does this mean for women? It means that colleges, universities, or workplaces can eliminate birth control from their health plan coverage. And as a result, women might have to pay hundreds of dollars a year personally if they continue to use birth control methods. According to the New York Times, more than 55 million women use birth control with zero co-payment. Obviously, those who cannot afford to pay for the expense will stop using birth control. It is an unfortunate reality because birth control can actually improve health and give women control over their own bodies.
Next on State of Events, we'll take a look at safety surrounding the Bluegrass Festival and Fleet Week.
Our coverage continues after the break. And Hillary Clinton made her first appearance in San Francisco since the election. She visited Books Incorporated on Van Ness and Turk Street. Clinton personally met and signed copies of her new book, What Happened, and her illustrated children's book entitled It Takes a Village. The event lasted from 12 to 2 p.m. Clinton also spoke at Stanford College later that afternoon to discuss digital technology and democratic values.
Bay Area drivers, I have good news. Some carpool lanes will be converted into express lanes. The new carpool toll lane combinations will stretch from San Ramon to Walnut Creek. Contra Costa Express lanes open on Interstate 680 as of Monday. Transportation planners say the lanes will help operate traffic more efficiently. There is a catch. Every entering vehicle is required to have a fast-track toll tag. Sources say by 2035, drivers can expect the lanes to stretch 550 miles in the East-South Bay. The dog who stopped BART trains in their tracks is now up for adoption. The 64-pound pit bull was seen wandering onto northbound BART tracks Wednesday morning. Commuters were to expect a 20-minute BART delay. The dog was taken to Oakland Animal Services after being caught by BART police. It was only right that they name him Bart. You can learn more about adopting Bart on the OAS website.
And anyone who's anyone knows that Fleet Week took over the Bay Area last week, and it could definitely be heard. Dreadful recent events did not stop the locals and tourists from enjoying themselves. Thousands gathered on San Francisco streets to watch the Blue Angels perform. Safety was the #1 concern this year. The Coast Guard ramped up security and maintained safety zones. Fans were determined not to let fear hold them back from having a great time. And along with Fleet Week, Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival brought nearly 500,000 people into the city. Corinne Rivera has the story.
Last weekend, the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival was a ray of light on an otherwise grim week. Following the deadly shooting in Las Vegas, the main concern of San Francisco officials was safety. Festival attendees did not seem concerned.
It was in the back of my mind for sure coming out, but I don't think I'm going to let fear stop me from doing what I want to do.
The SFPD said in a statement they would be working with local and federal partners to provide a safe environment. There were no metal detectors or police screenings before entering the festival. Officers were monitoring the entrances and directing traffic. Inside the festival, they rode bicycles and horseback while paramedics stood by. As the weekend comes to a close, no severe safety incidents have been reported. In San Francisco, I'm Corinne Rivera, State of Events.
And on this week's edition of WTF SFSU, State of Events Tessa Kleinbell takes a closer look at SF State's wacky online interface system.
We've all been here. Logging into your email can take an additional 30 to 40 seconds. Or how about here? When you're given an exact time to sign up for classes, you need to graduate and the spinning wheel of death doesn't allow it. But don't worry if you don't get those classes. You'll get better priority eventually, right?
Sometimes it can be frustrating, especially when you get up there and you're an upperclassman, when you're a junior or a senior and you still have classes left and you're left thinking, am I going to get this class? Am I not going to get this class? I mean, you need this class to graduate.
Even the professors are tired of students being able to enroll in classes without the prereqs.
This creates mass panic every single semester and can be fixed if the system recognizes that the student hasn't taken the prerequisites for the class, so the system doesn't even allow you to sign up.
This might be the most ironic of all. You log into iLearn and this huge graphic letting you know updates have been made pops up and doesn't allow you into your own page. I stopped by the iLearn and desktop services to ask WTF, and they declined to answer questions on camera.
State of events.
Okay.
We just want to talk about the new updates.
Usually those type of things we run through our director, so.
Okay, can I get...
What I recommend is emailing this address first, just kind of giving some context of what you're trying to do.
They did not give me the director's email, instead the generic iLearn address. I have yet to hear back. WTF SFSU, but unlike some, State of Events will provide you with a decent update on our website when we hear back. I'm Tessa Kleinbell, State of Events.
And the vice president sparked some controversy after leaving an NFL game.
And some new exciting TV shows are coming your way this fall. More details after the break.
Chances of playing in the NFL, 1 in 1,500. Chances of becoming a pop star, 1 in 3,000. Chances of becoming a Hollywood actor, 1 in 5,000. Chances of getting into a school of your choice are better than 4 in 5. First round enrollment. It's for your family's future.
And welcome back to State of Events.
Fall kicks off the TV season. State of Events reporter Veronica Kuntsarong has the rundown on what's new and returning to the small screen in entertainment.
Thanks, Tyler. So what do spin-offs, reboots, and comic books have in common? Well, they're all new shows coming this fall. This season of TV is a mixed bag of genres and returning favorites. Let's take a look.
M to the, O to the, M to the, O to the, M to the.
Raven's Home is a spin-off of Disney Channel's That's So Raven. The series follows Raven and Chelsea in Chicago. They're now both divorced mothers and live together along with their children. Raven's son also inherits his mother's psychic abilities.
I just had another one of those things where I thought was gonna happen before it happens. A vision? Yeah, sure, let's call it that from now on.
It's double the vision and double the trouble.
Oh, snap! A little nasty.
Shamar Moore returns to CBS crime procedurals in SWAT. The show is based on the film of the same name and follows Moore's character in Los Angeles.
The roof! Northeast!
Marvel fans should check out Inhumans. Inspired by the titular comic book, it follows the Inhuman royal family's escape to Hawaii after a military coup. The cast also includes Anson Mount, Serinda Swan, and Game of Thrones star Ewan Rayon. Returning favorites include American Horror Story Cult. The 7th installment in the FX horror anthology is back for more terror and more of Sarah Paulson's incessant screaming. Grey's Anatomy is also back for its 14th season, and NBC's This Is Us is in its 2nd season.
With all of these shows, it's safe to say your TV subscription queues will be full. In studio for State of Events, I'm Veronica Kuntsarong. Back to you guys at the desk.
Keeping his NFL feud up to par, President Trump asked Vice President Michael Pence and the Second Lady Karen Pence to walk out during the Colts-49ers game in Indianapolis via Twitter. His directions were clear. If players took a knee during the national anthem, the couple would exit the stadium immediately. VP Pence did not remain at the stadium long enough to see the kickoff. He exited promptly as the national anthem ended. Pence and Trump feel taking a knee is offensive to the country, soldiers, and the flag. It is possible the walkout might have been orchestrated in advance. Pence was scheduled to attend a fundraiser in Los Angeles around 4 p.m., and the 49ers game was set to end around 4:30 p.m. Americans are hopeful this stunt did not involve any of the taxpayers' money.
Lucia is here to talk about the FIFA World Cup. What's going on?
Yeah, so can you tell us a little bit about that?
So for sure, the United States is qualifying as in now, but they still have one more match to play tonight at 5 p.m. against Trinidad and Tobago. So let's just hope that the United States wins this game, because if they don't, they might end up going to the 4th position and facing off Australia against Serbia. But it does take 2 years for the FIFA World Cup to happen with qualifying games for each team. The FIFA World Cup happens every 4 years. This time, the 2018 World Cup goes in Australia. And each team is playing their last game during this week. Let's hope to see the United States win against Trinidad and Tobago. But let's take a look at what happens during this weekend in sports. 32 teams need to qualify in order to go to the major event that will take place in Russia 2018. 17 teams have been qualified at the moment, and these are from Africa, Egypt and Nigeria, Asia, Iran, Japan, Korea Republic, Saudi Arabia. From Europe, the home team Russia, Belgium, England, Germany, Iceland, Poland, Serbia, and Spain. From North and Central America and Caribbeans, Mexico and Costa Rica. From South America, Brazil, and from Oceania, there is no team qualifying yet. For more information about the FIFA World Cup qualifying matches and the teams who qualify for this FIFA World Cup 2018 Russia, you can go to our Twitter account at State of Events SF, and we'll keep you updated. And from the world of soccer, let's go to the NFL, where the San Francisco 49ers lost 23-26 against the Colts. And if I have something to say about the 49ers, why don't we just take a look at the Raiders, where yet they also lost 30-17 against the Ravens. And that's their 3rd game in a row, apparently, to lose. So why don't we just not say anything? That's all I have for you guys today in sports. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at State of Events SF for more updates on your favorite teams.
That's it for State of Events. Thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you next week.
And don't forget to check out our website, sfsustateofevents.com.